Dr. Aper, since you've become provost and you've been here for a couple of months, can you talk about what sort of things stand out to you on Millikin's campus from a performance learning aspect?
Yeah, I think the performance learning element, or the performance learning component of our program here, is what, of course, was most attractive to me coming in, because as a candidate for the position of provost, and I talked with people here about performance learning, and what was truly exciting is that it was clear it wasn't just a slogan. It was something that really is built deeply into the fabric of the institution. And so once that became clear, the more I was able to talk with people about it, the more excited I became, because the opportunities, I think, are tremendous to really build a truly new, distinctive model of undergraduate higher education. So since I've been here as provost, it's something that's been a major topic of conversation as we've gone along, and that's played itself out most recently in the opening workshop, in which faculty and staff heard from the Nyberg committee that's been working over the summer on performance learning standards and definitions to more clearly focus our thinking and our behavior about this idea. And then we broke into small groups, and in those groups people talked about ideas related to how we build performance learning into the curriculum from top to bottom, how we engage people from outside the academic programs in student life, in athletics and related kinds of programming, how that interconnects as part of the performance learning commitment. And I think what's particularly gratifying, and it is exciting to me to see, is that you got a whole community of really bright and talented and dedicated people who are getting their minds fully around what it means to take performance learning as a core idea at Millikin and turn it into something really powerful that gives students the opportunity to go from the kind of more traditional learning that they might get at other institutions, to ramp that up so that they become so much better prepared for life beyond Millikin through application and deepening of the knowledge and skills that they would otherwise get through more traditional approaches to instruction. So the performance learning aspect of things is, I think, probably the biggest and most exciting thing for me as far as coming on as provost, the new chief academic officer. And what I particularly appreciate is exactly that, the teamwork of people in all of the functional areas of the university really fully behind this idea and excited. A lot of great thinking. So you just can't beat that. That's a great professional opportunity. It's something that matters a lot to me.
Can you talk about your goals for Millikin for performance learning for this upcoming academic year?
Well, the big things that I want to work on are specifically to expand the work that was done last year by the Higher Learning Commission Quality Initiative Planning Committee. That's a group of faculty and staff members who were led in that group by Dean Deb Slayton to plan for what under Higher Learning Commission guidelines is called a quality initiative. So every institution has got to set a primary quality initiative in front of them, saying, this is the big thing we're going to work on. This defines us, it's consistent with our mission, and we're going to really build in this direction. Well, for us, performance learning was the most logical kind of quality initiative that we could put forward. So what I envision this year as a primary goal is to take that work that's been done and advance it over the current year so that we are really well prepared not only to serve students, I think, extraordinarily well, but we're in great position to be ready for the next comprehensive accreditation review, which will come 2 years from now. So that's one of the big things. The other part of that, I think, related to that, my other primary goals for this year relate largely to that initiative. One that I envision being very important is really working to integrate the work that the people in student development and in athletics are doing with what we're doing in academics, so that what we've got is a set of mutually reinforcing and interdependent initiatives that support student learning and development. And performance learning just gives us a great framework for being able to build that. But to me, that's one of the primary roles of a provost, that is to look at the big picture and look at the ways in which we really can maximize the quality of student learning and development. So that I think is a primary goal for this year. And of course there are other things that I think are important to move us forward. We want to continue to assure that academics fully supports in every way the work to recruit and retain students who are a good match for what we offer at Millikin. We want to continue to work to support the president and the staff in the development office as far as raising funds and other resources for the university, and faculty members in particular, I think, can tell that story in a powerful way. They can talk about the things that they do on a daily basis, and at Millikin, the things that are done on a daily basis really are extraordinary in a lot of ways. People here are maybe in some ways too modest about tooting their own horns, because I have been consistently, truly impressed with the kinds of things that we do and the things that we get students involved in.